Good evening, y'all. Happy Friday and stuff. Welcome, Trinity. It's always good to see you. And Ayami, welcome. I will get that pets as soon as I transition over to Final Fantasy. Starting out with Schnuggles and pets. That is the best kind of stream start right there. Hope y'all are doing pretty good tonight. Thankfully, I had a reprieve of this overtime stuff, so I was able to start at a normal time tonight. Hobo Hound! Welcome. Mr. Fox. Bean! Today's going pretty well now. Now that I'm out of work and I'm home. Yes. Yeah, I had a overtime reprieve today, so I was really thankful for that. Some little housekeeping before we start. Thank you for the follow, The Funky Moth. And thank you so much for the follow, Alex the Yeen. Welcome to the Trash Fire. Been taking an unintentional mental health break. Not been great, but I'm here to vibe and help if I can. Thank you so much, Ayami. And you know, if you need to take a mental health break, you should definitely take it. Nothing is more important than, like, your own well-being and stuff. Oh, interesting. I wonder what's up with that. Probably just a coincidence. Yeah, I know home stuff has been really has been a little well, a lot difficult. King Pine Martin, welcome. Huh. Okay, so that's a little less a little less alarming. It does. It's probably somebody who found me through you, or maybe attended one of Paula's streams when we were both there, something like that. But welcome nonetheless. Alright, let's get that transition going here. There we go. Let's start it off right with a pet. I'm gonna nuke that music though. There we go. I am pretty tired, but I can do the stream. That's fine. Yeah, this week was kind of interesting. Work was a bit grueling, but you know, our whole team is friggin' awesome, and I think we really knocked it out of the park this week. We did lots of work and got lots of stuff done. Hey! Thank you so much, Hobo, for that 3 months of Tier 1 to Mr. Fox. That's awesome. Thank you so much. So, if y'all... Oh, actually, hold on. Fingies, welcome! So, if y'all don't know... Mr. Fox and I actually go back a while. Fox and I are both members of of a community on Second Life, Luskwood. Their little logo is in my overlay down at the bottom there, and we've known each other for quite a while now. And I'm actually super pleased that Fox is a regular. It means a lot. Fox is a good bean, a hecka good bean, or a hella good bean. Fingies, it is completely fine. No obligation. Love to have you around regardless. And Hyena Banks, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here, and welcome. And a Hobo for the obscenely long butt. That is amazing. Finkies and Tuzzies. That honestly sounds like fish and chips. Or something like that. Long and butt. I don't know. I think they're both pretty good combos. Okay, so to catch everyone up on where we're at right now, in the last stream we just did our first duty of the Shadowbringers expansion, which involved taking down one of the Light Wardens, which we did that, and all of a sudden we're on the radar of Yulmore's military, because if you remember back a couple of streams ago, it was established that Yulmore is pretty much allies with all these Sin Eater things going around. They're allies, and they use that power to gain dominance in their region, right? Well, we took down a Light Warden, which is basically one of the big cheeses, quote-unquote, of Sin Eaters, and that pissed them off. So there's that, and we just got word that Minfilia, who's apparently not with Heidelin right now, is in this realm and has been captured by Yulmoran people. So I guess we're gonna work through that. That's pretty interesting. Oh, my headset was bugging me, but there we go. Long ass tall Paula. Paula's a good bean too. Alright, so let's get to it. Now, where do I have to go? I have to speak with Morin at the Chamber of Curiosity, or the Cabinet of Curiosity, so let's go and do that. I really hope this overtime thing doesn't last too much longer, because I'm getting really tired of having to cut streams short because I'm tired. Oh, I almost missed the bean me. Hold on, let me do that real quick. Re-enable that, because that's important. There we go. Bean! Bean! I don't know why I don't know why I just got a notification from Plex. That's bizarre. Don't bother me, Plex. Oh, I went too far. Bean! Where am I going? God. You know what sounds delicious right now? Rice and beans! Final Fantasy, come on. Alright, I give up. I'm just gonna TP. And I just know that Trinity right now is like, oh my god, Ahty, what the fuck are you doing? I don't know. It's like, I haven't streamed since Tuesday, so I'm just like, I'm just kind of, you know. I'm looking for this crystal thing, but now I just realize it's probably up at the top of the stairs. Sometimes I fear how frustrating I must be to people who have played through this already. And they're just like, what is this person doing? What the fuck is their problem? Alright, the one I want is Cabinet of Curiosity. There we go. Oh, Ayami. No worries. You did not say anything at all that was odd. Okay, wrong way. Yeah, well, Trinity, it didn't dawn on me that I could actually use these crystals to move around tonight until just now. Yeah, I'm basically the James May of Final Fantasy players. Yes? If you're after books pertaining to the Warrior of Darkness, I'm afraid most are out on loan at present. They were experiencing quite a surge in popularity. Oh, can't imagine why. Oh, you wish to learn about the Oracle of Light? Then it would be my pleasure to assist. After I have finished off some few outstanding tasks, that is, while I attend to them, perhaps you could fetch me a book. The Illustrated Tale of the Oracle of Light, it's called. Though it's intended for younger readers, it provides an excellent summary of the subject matter. And the artwork is quite lovely besides. I would not hesitate to recommend it to anyone with an interest in learning about Minfilia. but you must see for yourself. The book should be located on the level below. Should, I say. For while there is a place for everything here, not everything is always in its place, despite my best efforts. In short, if the book is not where it should be, it will almost certainly be somewhere it shouldn't. So, good luck. Also, if you don't already, you should talk to allied NPCs around the quest NPC. They throw in assorted flavor text too. Oh! I did not realize that. Nope, I can't talk to that one. Said the level below. With the return of the darkness, more and more residents of the Crystarium are coming here to enjoy some reading before they turn in for the night. This is all well and good, but would it kill them to put the books back where they found them? Alright, where is this book? Oh, it's Alphino. Interesting. No luck as yet. The book does not appear to be here. Said the level below. Okay, well, maybe it's below. Oh, and there's Alize. Is there a stepladder we can borrow? Yeah, I'll do my best to like talk to the NPCs around the. So, bean pets. The book does not appear to be here. You got so many pets. You know, it actually really blows my mind that the bean tuber actually gets more attention. Gets more attention than any of the other avatars. Like y'all are just redeeming the bean all the time. Not that I mind. It's just very popular. Just as your eyes begin to blur, they finally come to rest on a copy of The Illustrated Tale of the Oracle of Light. There it is. You know, and it makes me wonder if when I went to my pumpkin avatar, for instance, if I just yelled, "Pumpkin!" would you all like that one instead? I don't know. I don't know what it is about the bean. What does Raquesh have to say? All of the Crystarium is abuzz about the return of night and the beauty of the stars in the sky, but not me. I found another book all about shoebills, and I can't stop turning the pages. Well, shoebills are pretty rad, not gonna lie. Okay, here we go. Pumpkin! Oh, now back up the steps. Alright. Have you found the book? There we are. Thank you so much, Ayami. Yes, this is the one! I hope it wasn't too difficult to track down. I'm happy to say I've finished all my pressing tasks. If you want to call your friends over, we can begin learning at once. Commence the learning. Without further ado, then. It began 100 years ago, when the flood of light threatened to swallow Norvrant. Just as all seemed lost, a savior appeared who halted the all-consuming radiance. A maiden with hair of spun gold and eyes of clearest sapphire. Naught was known about her save that her name was Minfilia, and for delivering the realm she came to be revered as the Oracle of Light. After stopping the flood, the mysterious maiden vanished without a trace, but 15 years later, her name would unexpectedly reappear in the annals of history. When Sin Eaters laid ruin to the kingdom of Vobert, a young girl was discovered who was immune to the creature's blighted touch. One with hair of spun gold and eyes of clearest sapphire. She was hailed as the Oracle Reborn and came to likewise be called Minfilia. Enlisting in the Yulmoran army, this Minfilia fought and vanquished countless Sin Eaters. Alas, like so many other soldiers, she eventually met her end in battle. Yet with her dying breath she whispered unto her grieving comrades, Minfilia will return. And true to her words, some years later, another young girl was discovered who possessed the selfsame eyes, the selfsame hair, and those selfsame powers. She too took the name Minfilia. She too fought Sin Eaters as a soldier of Yulmore, and she too fell in battle. Many more were to follow in her footsteps, and so the cycle continues to this day. And that concludes the tale. By their valor and sacrifice, these women have saved Norvrant on numerous occasions. And were it not for them, we might never have learned of the Light Wardens and their nature. They sound like formidable warriors. Some, perhaps. The truth is rather less simple. Though the Oracle is reborn with certain common traits, she does not inherit the memories or the knowledge of her previous incarnations. All of the Minfilias thus far were discovered as ordinary girls, unversed in the way of war and ignorant of the power they harbored. While some embraced their fate and devoted themselves to training, others did not, but all were made to face the Sin Eaters, and all died to keep our hopes alive. And what can you tell us of the current Minfilia? She was found by the Yulmoran army some 10 years ago and taken into their care. Child soldiers, yay! Wait. Or rather their custody. She was a prisoner in all but name. For by that time, under Lord Vothry's rule, Yulmore had already abandoned resistance in favor of decadence. Minfilia was an uncomfortable reminder of the war they no longer wished to fight, a potential threat to the peace, so they kept her under lock and key. Oh, we have to bust her the heck out. For a long while, we heard nothing more of her. We couldn't even be certain if she was alive, save that it was in the Yulmorans' best interests for her to remain under their control. But then, 3 years ago, a gallant soul stole into the city and rescued her from their clutches, just like a hero from the tales. Indeed. Well, I believe we now have a good grasp of Minfilia's tale. Thank you for your time, Morin. Might I trouble you for a word, Ahty? Outside? Interesting. Plot thickens a bit. As you will have already surmised, the gallant soul who rescued Minfilia was none other than our own dear Thancred. They have since been wandering the land together, never remaining in one place for long, which is why we have not yet had a chance to meet them. We know that Minfilia journeyed here as Hydaelyn's emissary to halt the Flood of Light. It could only be her that the people of the First witnessed 100 years ago, the original Oracle of Light. Also, before I read this, let's not forget that time passes at a different rate in the First than it does in the Source. But it fluctuates. Right now it's even. That was established at the start of Shadowbringers. But it alludes to the fact that that was not always the case. This is really interesting. But while there's plainly some connection between the woman we knew and her namesakes, the fact that these girls do not share her memories must surely mean they are not the same person. Thancred has to understand that. I have no doubt that he understands. The question is how he feels. Regardless, the Thancred we know would not forsake his charge. If she has been captured, we may be certain he will not stand idly by. There you go again, talking in your roundabout way. If you think we should rescue Minfilia, just spit it out. It just so happens I agree with you. It's quite clear that this Minfilia possesses Hydaelyn's blessing. And it wouldn't hurt to have a second such individual at on our side, right, Ahty? Quite. I see you've made up your minds. Exarch, what brings you here? A report and a proposal. First, the report. Our scouts have confirmed that the Yulmoran forces at Laxon Loft do indeed have Minfilia in their custody. For the present, they are holding her there, but we can be certain they will move her to Yulmore ere long. Should that happen, we may be forced to give her up as lost. That ain't gonna happen. So if we mean to act, we should do so quickly. Which brings me to my proposal. I ask that you entrust this undertaking to us, the people of the Crystarium. Excuse me? Why can't we save Minfilia?
You are doubtless eager to attempt Minfilia's rescue. and with your combined strength, you may well succeed. But as I said earlier, I do not wish to show our hand unless absolutely necessary. Twas not merely the night sky that you restored to us, but hope. Hope for the future of Norvrand. Unlike you, we cannot contend with the Light Wardens, but so long as hope burns in our hearts, we will fight on regardless. This I will prove to you. My friends, I thank you for gathering at such short notice. There is something I would ask you all. As many of you are aware, I received an emissary from Yulmore a short while ago in the form of General Ranjit. To my dismay, the General condemned the slaying of the Light Warden, and warned me in no uncertain terms that, should the Crystarium cast its lot with the Warrior of Darkness, there would be war. Let none be mistaken. We would be hard-pressed indeed to resist the might of Yulmore. Some would even call it suicide. And yet my heart cries out to fight. Better that than relinquish the hope that swelled in my breast when I beheld the night sky for the first time in 100 years. Or so says my heart. My mind, meanwhile, reminds me that to follow my heart would be to risk everything we have accomplished thus far. Clearly, this is not a decision to be made lightly, nor less alone. And so I put the question to you all. What should we do?
My lord, you already know our minds. It brought tears to our eyes to witness the knight's return. The whole of Norvrand deserves the same, and not just because some children's story tells us so.
Yulmore's influence is far-reaching. Should war break out, trade would be subject to restrictions. The flow of goods will dry up, and we will struggle to make do with what little trickles through. But make do, we will.
Aye, we can weather such hardships. Is that not the very thing the Crystarium was built for? We have always taken pride in our ability to sustain ourselves. Not just to endure, but to thrive.
When all falls down around you, rise up. Those were your words. There may come a day when all hope seems lost, but even should the rest of the world give in to despair, we shall not. We shall fight on, that our children and our children's children might know a better tomorrow.
Rousing words apart, I never much cared for those Yulmoran bastards anyway. No better than common swindlers, most of them. Wouldn't know a fair deal if it came up and kissed them on the arse.
Trust you to spoil the moment.
It appears we have a consensus. Let it be known that the Yulmoran host at Laxon Loft has taken the Oracle of Light captive. They fear the power she holds over the Sin Eaters, and doubtless intend to imprison her once more. So, I move that we rescue the Oracle, grant her a place among us, and let that be our answer to Yulmore's ultimatum.
Yep, I agree.
Here, here.
Had to get me some nom-noms.
In planning a strategy for the rescue, I open the floor to you all.
Oh, by the way, I love her voice actor. I like her voice a lot.
And there you have it. If Yulmore wishes to denounce us as villains, then we shall embrace our villainy. Will you do so as well?
Scallop taters and ham. Ooh, please share. Please find a way to send some through the internet.
We will not be outdone. Consider us your partners in crime.
Yeah. All ham is automatically his.
My lord, our proposal is as follows. We begin by deploying Amaro to occupy the skies over Lakeland. They should serve to delay the airship's departure. At the same time, we scatter dream powder from the air. Not all will succumb to its effects, but it should thin the enemy's numbers, affording us an opening to swoop in and liberate the Oracle.
Very good. Cease your preparations.
And what exciting crimes would you have us commit? Speaking for my fellow villains, I'd say we're capable of most things, though we draw the line at indolence.
If excitement is your desire, then I bid you join the guard. Captain Lena will give you your orders.
She's awesome. I really dig her NPC. So, you will be joining the Guard. But however highly the Exarch thinks of you, you will receive no special treatment from me. Is that clear? Turbid! Hello! Welcome! You named a haunter after me. Oh. That made my night even better. Thank you so much, Turbid. Ahty the Haunter. Expect a Pokemon trainer art. Ooh. Oh, that sounds so good. I instantly thought of like, an Ahty Haunter hybrid. Haunter, like for y'all, to let y'all know, Haunter is one of my favorite Pokemon. Where's your salute, soldier? Oh, it didn't even let me do salute. Better. More spirited than the Exarch's feeble attempts, certainly. Now, first things first. You will need uniforms. Go to the Crystalline Mean and report to Catelys. She will see you measured and fitted. Well, it's named Body for two reasons. One, the irony, because they a ghost, so no body. I suppose that's fair, Turbid. Thank you so much. That's awesome. And also, if you could do me a tiny favor, could you get me a screenshot when you, if and when you get a chance? I want to crop it up, and I want to sneak it into my slideshow that happens at the beginning and the end of the stream. Because I think probably what I'm gonna do, awesome. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start phasing out some of the screenshots that are in that in favor of the art that folks have done of me. Like, you know, viewers, like, I guess, like, you know, like, kind of like a little, like a fan art thing. You know, and I've gotten a few pieces. And I think it would be better just to have, like, a little slideshow going on of stuff like that. I think it would be cool. I mean, Diva Panda does it. You know, and I don't want to, like, copy Diva, but, like, it's a really good idea. And I think that, you know, people need to see that stuff. You know, I've gotten some stupidly good art, and I want to show some of that stuff off. If, like, you know, people are gonna do little doodles of me and stuff, you know, it should be seen. But anyway, I gotta speak to Catless. There's supposedly a crystal around here somewhere. I bet it's in a stupid place, like at the very tippy top of the stairs. Yeah, Catless is up here. Yeah, I'm going the right way. Totally. At least this place isn't nearly as bad as old, I'll get the hang of it. Ah, and there's the last of them. Your friends are being measured as we speak. Right this way. We'll see to it that you look your dashing best for your first outing. Done, are you? Let's have a look at those numbers. I see. How goes it? Sorry, Captain. I'm afraid we don't have anything on hand that's a ready fit. But we do have a few that are fairly close. We should be able to make them work with some minor adjustments. Very well then, see to it, and have the uniforms delivered directly to the field. I shall take this opportunity to brief you on the mission. As mentioned earlier, we will deploy Almaro to scatter dream powder from the air. Once the powder takes effect, an elite unit will storm the fortress to rescue the Oracle. Her safe liberation is our sole objective. Engagement is to be avoided wherever possible. I assume we're to be part of said unit? Correct. The unit will be divided into 2 contingents, one deploying from Fort Job and the other from the Ostel Imperative. You and Alphino will join the former. Ahty, meanwhile, will join the latter with me. Before you proceed to your positions, you are to report to Chesamil at Spagirix. She will issue you with a serum to ward off the effects of dream powder. We shall be on our way then. Take care, my friend, and we will see you in the field. It's quite far to the Imperative, so you may make use of an Amuro from the Rookery. After you have collected the serum, of course. Alright. So now we go to the Amuro place. Or I need to talk to Chesamil first. Yeah, rather than skirt around with stairs, I'm just gonna jump off the railing. Sure, I broke a leg, but you know what? I'm all mended now, see? I'm good to go. Oop. I think I'm going the wrong way. What was I saying? This isn't as bad as the old, There we go. Yes, sweetie? Is there something you need? Oh, one of the guard come for your dram, are you? Here you go. A dose of this will keep you firmly in the waking world while your enemies are off in dreamland. Now, if this is your first time, I should warn you. It's bitter as sin. Prince's kiss, they call it. But if you ask me, it should be Crone's kiss. Hee hee! Jests aside, the stuff really is foul. Most people gag like there's no tomorrow, but if you don't drain every last drop, you're liable to end up taking a trip to Dreamland yourself. So I must ask you to drink it here and now, while I watch. Come on, give the old crone a kiss, hee hee! Is it in key items? Yep, there it is. Ugh. Well done, sweetie. I'm proud of you. Why, if I didn't know any better, I'd say you enjoyed it. And now you needn't fear... And now you needn't fear falling asleep on the battlefield. Just have care you don't lose any limbs out there, alright? They don't tend to grow back. Well, thanks for that little pep talk, I guess. Kind of reminds me, it's like, so long, don't die. So... I did one time typoed an N before an Ahty. I was so tired at the time I did that and never forgot that typo. That definitely became a thing. definitely became a thing. It's actually kind of funny. Now people make all sorts of words with my name, which is interesting too. Yes? What do you require of me? Just use your imagination of how that became a thing. An Amuro to take you to the Imperative, eh? As much as I would like to oblige, all our mounts are reserved for the coming operation. I fear you will have to go by foot. But wait, there might be another way. Assuming you are willing to lend a hand. Let's see. I got some headgear. But body is all Ahty. Aww. I just tweak the Pokemon names for fun. Oop, pets. There we go. Ooh, a weapon coffer. I think this is going to be a major thing we're doing. I was about to deliver an Amuro to Radiska's Round, one of the locations whence the beasts will fly for the operation. Corrosia, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. You good bean. How is the rest of Life is Strange? I love the Life is Strange games. They're really good. Very story heavy. Hold up, first off. Yes. Bradbury, you are not calling me captain, damn you. You are not streets ahead. What does that mean? Explain. The tower lies along the route to the Imperative. If near enough is good enough for you, you may make the delivery in my stead. Very good. I shall ready the Amuro for departure at once. He's our Captain Caro. I got baited into revealing that my room has a captain's office plaque that's been here ever since I moved in, and now I'm being called Captain Caro. Well, Corrosia, don't fight it. Just go with it. Shh. Just let it happen. Radiska's Round is to the north and west. You can take the road or you can fly, it's up to you. Upon arriving, make yourself known to the sentry and she will give you further instructions. If you should become separated from the Amuro, worry not. The beasts are trained to return to the rookery. That is all. Go well. Sir Barius of the Brad put Captain into the chat right as I ended stream. As if I couldn't like Bradbury anymore. No offense, Corrosia. That's pretty awesome. Okay, where am I supposed to go? Oh, I see. It was Chef's Kiss. Also, I was typing Night Captain Crunch as we shifted over here. Damn you, Oizen! I'm glad we didn't find the bird. Kuroja, we poke fun because we like you. Oof, this game is so pretty. I'm gonna become a VTuber with Captain Crunch Avi now. You should! You should just roll with it. That would be amazing. And now whenever when somebody raids you, you can just be like, Crunchitize me, Captain! Oh, you're delivering that Amuro to us? I'm afraid there's been a change of plans. We already have all the beasts we require here. Instead, this one is to go to the Imperative to the west. Please see to the handler on duty, Cizeli Van Thu. If you encounter trouble along the path, return here and I'll set you rightwise. Alright, that works. Ah, the last Amuro. My thanks, friend. You may leave the beast with me. Oh, just realized we have all that cake. I can have cereal and cake, and it's okay because I had a salad and a bland pepper for lunch. Yeah, there you go. Seems legit to me. Say, I don't believe I know you. Did you join the guard recently? Heck yeah. Ha! So that is the way of it. Well, you managed to arrive, and that's all that matters in the end. I bid you welcome to Astal Imperative, one of our key strongholds in Lakeland. The first thing you'll want to do is report to the captain. You'll find her at the lookout across the way. Yes, I've been really enjoying it so far. Yeah, that duty we did the other day was a lot of fun also. Seems like the story's just starting to ramp up too. You said duty. I did. Kid's gonna be jealous on Sunday. I got the good stuff. 3 full bags of frozen Kit Kats stashed in my freezer. Very nice. I think I'm going to hide from the children and eventually stream on Sunday. Shit, I'm gonna go to DG in the morning and get some. That sounds... yeah. Yes. There's Lena. So it seems that rather than the Amaro delivering you, you delivered the Amaro. I'll not thank you. I expect all my soldiers to make themselves useful. Speaking of which, I have a task for you. I'm like 100,000 points away from a ding. I don't know, Ahty. You've got the potential to make every kid's Halloween by handing out candy in a fursuit. I wish. I don't have that kind of bread to spend on a carpet, Kuroja. I mean, I would probably PayPal all that money and be like, I could have spent that on a video card. And $6,000, that's like exactly one video card, too. Maybe fursuit eventually, I don't know. I've only been to one con, and like I was really stoked to get a fursuit when I was at that con, but like it's the lust for carpet has waned since then. I don't know if I could travel like that anymore. I'm just gonna drink apple cider, eat pumpkin, and apple flavored treats. Ooh. Speaking of cider, I have a bunch of Fireball. I should get some cider and do some mixing. Hot apple cider with a shot of Fireball in it sounds really good right now. In readiness for the operation, the Amaru will need to be treated with the same serum as us. As you all know, however, it is not pleasant. In order to coax them into taking it, we have sprinkled it on their fodder. All that remains is to feed it to them. A task I am sure you will enjoy. Fetch the fodder from the Amaru launch and see to 4 of the beasts. Dismissed. I have 4 huge bags of goodies and expect quite a few wee ghoulies to get them. Oh, did y'all see the beautiful big bats munching on some pumpkin? I'm a wee ghoulie, gimme. I don't think I've seen the bat stuff though. Ahty fursuit definitely needs to happen eventually. Yeah, it probably should happen. Sure thing, Captain. Ahty plushies. Well, that would be interesting. What would they even look like? It's just going to be a tiny butt. Oh, pumpkin bats? I'm gonna have to see that. Oh, that is heckin' cute. That is heckin' cute. They're like little bears. They're like little Bradberries. Okay, I've got the fodder. Now I need to feed the thingies. I must needs feed the Amaru. Must needs. Gui? Gui! The Amuro absent-mindedly munches on the fodder. Okay, that's one. Where's the next one? Here we go. Here's an anxious Amuro. Gui! 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 The Amuro is wary at first, but appetite eventually wins out and accepts the fodder. Equable. That word is too brainy for my wrinkle-free brain right now. I think it absolutely should happen. Ahty's a plushy fursuit. Maybe. And Bradbury says they're not bats, they're gala bears. So the thing is, like, I don't know. I don't know if I could pull off a realistic. A realistic fursuit. I think it would probably have to be. It would probably have to be kind of toony, which would probably be okay too. The biggest challenge would be the tail, because it can't just drag on the ground behind me. It would have to be upright. Okay, now I have to go to Lena. Yeah, we'll see. I'm a little gun shy, not only because they're like a cajillion dollars, but but also it's like, who do you pick that you could actually trust, and like how long is it gonna take? You know, people wait years for that stuff. Oh my god, Turbid. Are you serious? Okay, so Pony Hour is if you have 50k, if you have 50k points, you spend it, and I will stop whatever I'm doing, and I will play Secret of the Magic Crystals for 1 hour on stream. Diamaro or Fed? Good to know. Yeah, there's actually several people saving. I've been low-key thinking I might raise the price. But no, I don't think I will. But, saving my stream pennies. You're saving your butts. Save those butt coins. I'm disappointed that there isn't actual gameplay video. Hold on to your butts, literally. Oh, that's amazing. I made a karaoke redeem and I am terrified. You should be. And now I'm saving my turbo dollars. My turbloons. Not to mention the possibility of getting ripped off when I'm holding off on getting her fursuit. Yeah. Good. The rest have been dosed. The rest have been already been dosed, so we need not fear any of our mounts succumbing to the dream powder. All units have now entered the final stages of their preparations. The time is nigh. Make ready and await deployment atop the main watchtower. I will send your uniform along as soon as it arrives. That is all. May night smile upon us. Hiya, Dracon. Welcome. Hope your night is going well. It said top of the tower, so I'm assuming I still go up, up, up. Twitching pecs, uh-oh. I'm afraid. I'm watching it now. That's awesome. Okay, yeah, that's a really good ride. That's awesome. That's so funny. Do not be afraid of the fisherman's twitching pecs. Oh yeah, Dracon, you gotta... Yeah, you gotta watch that clip. That single-handedly made me decide the game needed bot. Yes. And again, the announcer is the Drifter from Destiny 2. That's awesome. That's funny as heck. Holy crap. Oh, pets. Alright, here's the top of the tower. Oh, it's a duty. It's a duty! The operation is about to commence. Stand ready. During the operation, some of your gear will be glamored. Your attributes and abilities will be unaffected. What do I look like? Do I get cool horns too? Oh no, I don't.
Keep moving. What now?
The Crystarium at a guess. Desperate fools. It'll take more than a handful of overgrown lizards to ground us.
gonna be... Sound the alarm!
I checked that box. Commit war crimes. Ooh, I like that uniform, actually. I really like that.
Captain, the powder has taken effect.
It is time. Let us free the Oracle from their clutches.
That is badass. Let's do this. So she's a dancer, isn't she? I'm assuming from the chakrams that she is.
For the Crystarium!
Ooh, sorry to hear about that, Fox. That's not cool. too much pecs.
On guard.
I didn't see that healer. Which is totally fine. Now they are one less healer. I just noticed that the twins, since they're in uniform, the only way I can tell them apart is the weapons they're carrying. That's funny.
Leave this to me! Now!
Let's give them a show!
You're not alone.
Alright. I'm following Lena. This way is relatively clear. Good. I was kind of waiting for Lena to go and aggro them for me, but it is what it is. There we go. I did not say that, Kuroja. Thank you. Are you from the Crystarium? Correct. We've come to rescue you. I like that you picked Bard as your first class. It was my second or third, and I feel it's underappreciated. Yeah, see, I didn't know, but the thing is, like, I prefer ranged type, like, deep DPS characters. Typically characters with bows. And Bard just seemed really interesting to me as both a DPS and sort of a support character also. It just really intrigued me, that combination. So I was like, heck yeah, sign me up. Your weapons. Made to the same specifications as Thancred's. Have you tried the performance features? No, not yet. I do have a lot. I do have a lot of those, but I haven't played around with them at all. There are tons of bands in Final Fantasy XIV player community. Yeah, like nearly any time I go to Limsa Lominsa, there are just people right around the Aetheryte just having a good time. It's awesome. Be ready to use them. Understood. Please lead the way. Going to a free company club and seeing a drag show while a band played Lady Gaga and 80s music. That's awesome. All this trouble was because of me. I'm so sorry. Save your apologies until after we've escaped. It's quiet. Too quiet. Is that Ranjit? This will not end well. No, it certainly will not. Brazen thieves. You will regret coming here. This is going to be interesting indeed. I can't target the dragon.
Vanity! Begone!
Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. That sucks.
Why do you persist in this folly?
I don't know what I'm supposed to do, really. I can't flee. I'm locked in this, I'm locked in the circle. Am I just supposed to just keep going until he eventually dies?
It's over!
Or maybe I'm not meant to win it. Oh, I get it. Yeah, that was kind of nuts.
You, boy. You bear a striking resemblance to the artist my master seeks. By all means, keep your counsel. You will all have ample time to confess your crimes back in Yulmore.
Ooh, it's Thancred.
Thancred?
So, you are the wretch who stole her from us.
And what if I am?
What? Pathetic. Vermin such as you are not worthy of the Oracle.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's mad. You mad, bro?
Break!
Fool! You would see your city razed.
I'd like to see you try, buddy.
I would sooner see it razed than conquered. Suffice it to say, we are ready to receive you.
What now, Exarch? Will you face me yourself?
I think not, General. I've quite exhausted my tricks. If you mean to give chase, I will not stand in your way. But you would do well to tread warily, for your quarry goes to a place where even Yulmore dare not bear its steel. Ilmeg, the Fairy Kingdom.
Uh-oh.
To think that mountain of indolence still had the energy to unleash his hounds. Even the most pointless of conflicts may alter a world's course. And now the plan has gone awry.
I know who that is.
But how? How did the so-called Crystal Exarch bring the hero of the Source to the First? As if I didn't have enough on my hands already. Then again, with a soul such as that, mayhap there is another way. One which does not require bloodshed.
Not so long ago, here in the shadow of the northern ranges, lay the great kingdom of Verbert. A nation with a proud history that the Sin Eaters cut short, just like all the rest. Since that time, these lands have become a haven for Fey folk. Dreamers frolicking amidst the ruins of a forgotten realm.
Pretty.
We should be safe enough here.
Welcome to the chillest of music.
It's good to see you again, my friends. Five of them in my case.
Thank you, Dracon.
Why, it only feels like one to me, but long enough to warrant a more convivial reunion either way. What brought you to Laxon Loft?
The girl, Minfilia, she and I were traveling together, hunting Sin Eaters.
Alright, I'ma eat, twitch pecs, and sleep. Alrighty, Corrosia. Thanks again so much for the raid. And enjoy the rest of your night. Have fun in the Fairy Kingdom, Ahty, and good night to all of chat from Captain Caru. See, now we have to get a picture painted. One of you stoic and determined.
But as we were nearing Lakeland, she abruptly ran off on her own. I found her too late to stop the Yulmorans from taking her prisoner. And as I was considering rescue options, I observed that the Crystarium was on the move. So I consulted the Exarch, who apprised me of the details of the operation and issued me certain instructions. Should the situation take a turn for the worse, I was to see you all safely to Ilmeg. And here we are.
Urianger has called this place home for a while now. Yet we have never called upon him, I am ashamed to say. 'Twas only at the Crystarium that we met.
Hardly surprising. This is not the sort of place one visits on a whim. Happily, having trespassed on Urianger's hospitality for a spell, Minfilia and I have an idea of how things work around here. Sooner or later, the Yulmorans will come after us. But before they do, the Exarch bids us accomplish two things. First, rendezvous with Urianger. And second, eliminate the Light Warden of this land.
Ah. Scratching my syphilis like
So,
Napoleon.
Minfilia. What made you leave Thancred behind, if you don't mind me asking?
You. The hero from another world. I was asleep when I felt it. A presence. Someone I was meant to meet. They were close and I knew I had to go to them. But with all the commotion in Lakeland, I was afraid that Thancred wouldn't let me.
And would I have been wrong? Had I arrived a moment later, you would be back in your cell in Yulmore. And now we have Ranjit snapping at our heels. You really have outdone yourself this time.
Whoa, Thancred has no chill.
I'm sorry. Thank you for saving me.
Oh, poor thing being scolded so.
Poor thing. Poor thing.
Who said that? Show yourselves.
Come now.
Creepy.
Look at that frown and have some fun with us. Yes, let us have some fun. Lots and lots of fun.
Which way was it to Urianger's?
We've been there so many times, but I can't. Oh, why can't I remember?
Damn it all. We're already caught in their spell.
Ilmeg is the fairy kingdom, and as one might expect, it is home to the Fey folk. The most prominent among them are the pixies, which have a penchant for making mischief. They use powerful illusions to play trick on all who venture into their domain. By way of an example, they can make a familiar path seem wholly unfamiliar, or lead you to believe you're somewhere where you're not. And we are now, I am sorry to say, entirely at their mercy. Ding! Enhanced quick knock. That sounds interesting. As it stands, we cannot hope to find the way to Urianger. For that, we must convince the pixies to lift the spell. From what I could make of the voices, the creatures want to play with us. If that is the case, they should permit us to find their village. Lira Floran. Come, I have a sneaking suspicion the path will lead us directly into their midst. Oh, and I should mention that Minfilia has been informed of our situation, of the different worlds and our mission. You may consider her an ally. Interesting. Okay, but for now, I will open this coffer. Now I'm wondering if that's going to be an upgrade. It will be. Oh, that's an interesting looking bow. Wow, look at that thing. Holy crap, it's like I have a spaceship on my back. Flower basket. They look like pineapple people. palm tree golems, yeah. I'm just gonna link up with this Aetheryte first, and then talk to Thancred. Well, here we are. Yet the pixies are nowhere to be seen. Knowing them, their games have already begun. In which case... Ahty, there is a variety of plant native to these parts which, with a distinctive furled tip. Looking grass is its name. So called because it can be used to spy pixies, believe it or not. I'll explain how I know of this later, but first, I need you to help me find some. Aw, love you too, Ayami. Have a good night, okay? Get some rest. And pets for you. Oh, if a voice calls to you, under no circumstances should you respond. You will only subject yourself to further mischief. You search the scrub, but find nothing resembling looking grass. Suddenly, a voice rings out. What is it that you seek, child? Perhaps I can help you find it. Such a rude child, and too clever by half. I shall seek my fun elsewhere. The place is cool and relaxing, except for the enemies. Yep, pretty much. You search the scrub, but find nothing resembling looking grass. Suddenly, a voice rings out. Hee hee hee! Greetings, mortal. What is your name? Oh, you don't have a name? How very, very sad. I could have had so much fun with it. Hee hee hee! Nothing resembling the grass. What is it that you seek, child? Perhaps I can help you find it. I think I've already been to that one. I'm gonna try this one. Oh, a visitor! Where are you from, pray tell? Perhaps this one's hard of hearing. Ahem! What brings you here? Ah, stone deaf, how boring. Still, picking plants at our village is as good as indulging in our hospitality. And who are we to turn you away? Hee hee! Stay a while, stay forever! Your body begins to feel heavy. I take it you met with some trouble. Apologies for subjecting you to that. Can I assume from your presence that you managed to find us some looking grass? Indeed. I think I'm gonna have some water, though. Yes, this is the stuff. Thus armed, we should be able to see through the pixies' veil of invisibility, and seeing them is the first step to dealing with them. Come, let's gather everyone and put Urianje's little trick to good use.
Farasitha, Krakleath.
No! We are found! How did this mortal know our trick?
Wait! I recognize their souls. These two have been here before.
Look, look, twins! How adorable! Oh, Lee with us!
We have neither the time nor inclination to play. We have come to see Urianje.
Oh yes, Urianje, the peculiar one. In return for a place in Elmeg, he agreed to a riddle contest with us for 7 days and 7 nights without any sleep.
Oh, that was so much fun! We must do it again!
I'm sure he'd be delighted. Now, if you'd be so kind as to lift your spell.
The nozzle.
Shall we? Should we?
The nozzle.
Would we?
What now?
I don't know, but this is their home, so we must indulge them.
Right, we've made up our minds. We will lift our spell on one condition, that you first lend us a helping hand. Or 2, or 3. Once you've helped solve all of our troubles, we'll let you see Urianje. Pixie's honor.
Well, there you have it. Pixie chores. I suggest we split up.
Well, not too unlike the Moogle chores we had to do in Heavensward. First, I'm opening this box. Let's see this fancy new armor. It's kind of plain, but it's also kind of cute also. I like it. It's a little hoodie. And I've got little pouches. Little pouches. Alright, let's do some pixie chores. I'm so hungry I may faint. When you live in the woods but also want that drip, yes. Fruit. A little fruit will set me all right. Will you go and fetch some for me? Just outside the village, you'll find a hillock. 2 great bell trees grow there. If you give them a shake, they should render up their sweet, succulent burdens. Alright, that's fair. Alright, there's one fruit. The other one is over here somewhere. This music is pretty chill, I'm not gonna lie. Corrosia was not kidding. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty good actually. I didn't really super dig it at first, but it's kind of growing on me. So hungry. Did you get the fruit? You did. Thank you ever so much. You saved me. Hee hee hee. You saved me from my boredom. You should have seen the look on your face when the bugs came down. Tee hee hee. Ah, you've done me a great service, mortal. If there's one thing we pixies are serious about, it's having fun. Dull and painful things? Hate, hate, hate them. Sin Eaters are dull and painful both, so we hate them especially. You mortals try to fight those monstrosities, but there's no fun in that. Best to avoid them altogether, we say. There's one more over here. Oh, look at me, look at me. I have a task for you. Little Furan is our beloved village, and we want it to always look lovely. And it can't look lovely without flowers blooming, and no flowers bloom lovelier than Everblooms. So here's some Everbloom seeds. Take them and sow them here, there, and everywhere around the village. Simple as a dimple, yes? Question is, where do I plant them? It's up from here. Oh, I see. It's at the top of this thing. Alright, there's one. Oh, and sorry for the late replies. That was mobile being trash. Yeah. Mobile Twitch leaves a lot to be desired. There used to be a city of mortals here, a great big bustling place called Vobert or Bovert or some such. The Sin Eaters came and everyone disappeared. Since then, we pixies have been living here, and we've given the old houses our touch. Lovely, don't you think? Alright, almost done, folks. Almost done with this. Oh, I see where I need to go. Literally had to log in on Chrome. Stream ran smoother and there was less delay. Oh, okay. Shows how little they care about their actual apps, yeah. Lots of things are just an afterthought with Twitch, it seems. And I really don't know what to make of the whole stream boost thing. Basically, you can pay money to boost a channel, but the streamer actually doesn't see any proceeds from that at all? It's like, why would I wholly invite harassment? It just seems not very well thought out. You're done sowing the seeds? Thank you. This shall help Lid Laran live up to its name, which means flower house, in case you weren't aware. We weren't always here, you know. We used to live in deep in a lush forest. It was beautiful beyond compare, but almost all of it was swallowed up by the light. Wolfstar Gaming, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. Thank you so much. And welcome raiders. My name is Ahty. I'm a trans furry gamer from Oregon. I play mainly like story games and stuff like that. Things that are kind of long and drawn out. Aw, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much. That's kind of weird that there were two things that happened there. That's bizarre. And thank you so much, Rago the Protator. I know I probably butchered your name. I'm so sorry. But thank you so much for the follow. I mainly play, like I said, I mainly play story games, and I just really enjoy this type of stuff from, like, you know, from beginning to end. Where, like, you know, there's, like, just a story to kind of tell and stuff. And it really doesn't... It's not limited to Final Fantasy either. Like, I have plans on going through the whole Mass Effect trilogy. And there's lots of other stuff that I was thinking about doing. It seems like every other stream I'm like, oh, I could totally get that and stream it, and you know. But thank you so much. So how was Song of Horror tonight? I don't think I've even heard of that game. Actually, I think I'm just gonna check it out real quick. Let's see what's up. Just checking it out real quick. Oh, it's part of the Steam Halloween sale. Interesting. A third-person, fixed-camera survival horror adventure. Fear the presence. A mysterious entity you cannot fight. Stay alert, hide, breathe slowly. Explore cursed places where unseen spirits and lost souls linger in a true horror story for the... Ooh. That sounds like it's right up my alley, too. Interesting. I didn't hear about it until recently. It was alright. The puzzles are a little convoluted, but it's a fun style game. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. Ah, Ramia! Thank you so much for the raid! Holy crap! This Minfilia business is fine. Thank you so much for the follow, Small Rat. How was Mech Warrior tonight? Sorry I just popped in and just immediately lurked. I was starting to run a little late for starting the stream, but I at least wanted to help you pump your numbers a little bit. Hope you had fun tonight. Yeah. It is what it is. It was nice to pop on and see that you were streaming. I'm like, I'm gonna lurk Ramia, totally. Oof. Yeah, so basically to catch everyone up, we just made it into like the whole Fae place. So we just hooked up with Thancred and Minfilia, and we're trying to go see Euronjay, but the pixies just want to have their fun, you know? Pixies being pixies. I finally side-quested my way to level 70 Scholar Summoner. Ooh! Congrats! Are you liking it so far? I know Scholar Summoner isn't for everyone, though. It's not super easy. It's not easy mode like Bard is, but it's alright. People call it a neglected class, but it's fun. I'm glad. I might give it a look. Because I was thinking about like the next next class I was gonna try is maybe Lancer. Maybe have like an Ahty Dragoon, or maybe even Dark Knight. Like, I haven't done a melee class in a really long time, so Dark Knight I think would be interesting. We weren't always here, you know. We used to... Oh, I already read that. For a while we roamed, but eventually we found a place that men had abandoned. Together with our fellow Fae folk, we decided to make it our new home. The land of everlasting spring. This is our home. And it could be yours too, forever and ever and ever. My main job is White Mage, but I've got 3 characters all specializing in different zones. My main has the most jobs. Ah. White Mage. So you're taking full advantage of those healer queues, huh? I don't know if I could do healer. And the only thing that scares me about Dark Knight is that I haven't really tanked. And I don't really know my way around dungeons or any of that stuff, so I'm like, do I really want to get into that? Do I want people to hate me? Yep, heals up the sleeves and out the wazoo. So actually, let me do this. I want to drop you a follow cuz like I want to catch one of your streams sometime. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Ah, that's how you found me. Furries United Network. Sweet. On a Hrothgar, it's funnier. It's funner. Haha, nice. I was thinking if I was gonna... I was just thinking the other day that, like, if I was to roll a second character, I might do Aura. Sure, I just updated my schedule to Wednesday/Friday nights and Sunday afternoons, so drop by anytime. I'll do that. Wednesday, I help a friend mod at night, and I stream on Friday. Sunday afternoons, though, I, for the most part, have free. So I'll probably actually, quote-unquote, haunt your stream quite frequently on Sundays. Let's see, there's one other chore person I need to see. Here they are. Mortal, mortal, hear my plea. Our precious children are thirsty, and I need you to bring them water. Who are our children, you ask? Why, they're the leaf men you see standing about our village. Adorable, aren't they? Since it's getting very late, I'll be going. Enjoy the night, Ahty. Aw, thank you so much. Dracon, enjoy your sleeps. Get lots of rest. And thank you so much for coming by. Now, you'll need to go to Long Mirror Lake to draw the water. Once you have it, see that our children have a good drenching. Oh, but be warned. The Foth make their home in the lake. They tend to play rough, so have care. Okay. Let's go to the lake on Chickenback. It's kind of a strange shadow. Is somebody floating above me in one of those tanks? I think so. I'm off to snack and do some stuff. Alright, take care, Ramia. Thanks again for the raid. And it's so good to see you. Love you too, buddy. There we go. Perfect. Oh, pets. I think I should probably go back to my regular avatar at some point, huh? I know as soon as I do, y'all will change me again. Uh-oh. There we go. Bye, pumpkin. Okay, so I have the water apparently. Let's water the green boys. There we go. And just one more, and we are done. Where's the other green boy? Ah, there we are. There we go. Leaf men are watered. You've given the water to our children? Thank you ever so much. They're all very dear to us. They wandered into Elmeg as stray mortals, but we grew attached to them and decided to take them in. You and yours would have been our children too, but the enchantment didn't catch as well as we'd hoped. It's never too late, of course. That's kinda grim. So I am on Primal Excalibur. So, where... Okay, I see Thancred. Ooh, Exodus! We could actually play together at some point. Interesting. How goes it, Ahty? So, a mix of menial tasks and pranks? Yes, that pretty much sums it up in my own experience. They have no troubles worthy of the name. Oh, is it buffering really bad? On my end, it seems to be pretty good. Now, sorry to hear about that. How long are we supposed to keep at this? They're clearly playing with us. Indeed. Whenever I inquire how much more there is to be done, the answer is ever the same. A little. I doubt they have any intention of releasing us in the near future. J once told me a story about the Pixies. They are born from the souls of those who died as children. Or so it's believed. Though they don't have memories of their previous lives, the desire to have fun remains, imprinted on their souls. And so they live only to play, keeping hapless mortals for their pleasure for years on end, sometimes even until death. Sorry to hear that. Makes doing things like streaming, or even just doing regular stuff, just... I can imagine how frustrating that is. I used to have internet where, like, I relied solely on a Wi-Fi connection that was shared by a bunch of other people, and there was just good times and bad times, and there was no rhyme or reason to it. So I feel you there. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my regular app, I think. Yeah, there we go. In the past, when I sought to identify the true nature of ghosts, I came upon literature examining a similar subject. The soul was likened to a core that resides in the ether, and its presence is what differentiates us from such beings as sprites and arcane entities. Upon death, said core ordinarily dissipates alongside the ether that composed the flesh. However, it may be held together and bound to the corporeal realm, either by the will of its owner or by means of certain arts. In time, the soul may regather ether unto itself to assume another form, or find newly emerged life in which to abide. The Pixies may be one such instance of this. If ghosts are merely souls without bodies, what does that make us? I think you've become that which you fear most, brother dearest. However the Pixies may have come into being, if we leave them to judge when they are satisfied, they will never be satisfied. Nay, we must negotiate new terms with the creatures, but where to begin? It seems to me we would need at least one among them to sympathize with us. In the course of your chores, did any of you encounter a pixie who seemed even faintly amenable to reason? Feoul. What? You knew a pixie from before? Not only are you acquainted, but you've entered into a pact? You might have mentioned this sooner. At any rate, I dare to hope this will offer us a way out. Without further delay, then summon this Feoul, if you please. Yeah, my provider is a P2P wireless provider. They promise 25 up and 15 down, but it's often 1/3 of that. I wonder if that's a do you think that might be a reception issue? Maybe you're like on a fringe or something like that? With the chat mode in Say, use your keyboard or the software keyboard to enter Feoul to summon your pixie friend in the designated location. Okay. I forgot. A voice rings out in your mind. So, my sapling has finally remembered about her lovely branch. But with such a half-hearted call, she may as well lop me off and cast me aside. I have no sapling. Alright, please, Theo Ool. Nope, I need a comma. Please, Feaul, I need you. Is that your idea of a fervent call? A sodden log could do it with more fire. Oh god, what am I typing now? Yeah, it is, actually. This is my very first time going through the MSQ. So I played about 5 years ago, I think it was 5 years ago, when Heavensward was first released. My friends convinced me to play Final Fantasy. And shortly after I started playing Final Fantasy, they stopped. So I played for a little bit longer, and then I just let my sub lapse. And I didn't come back until just recently. As a matter of fact, like when I decided to start streaming, I was like, yeah, I think I'll get into Final Fantasy. So I kind of did that at the same time. So here I am. I'm in for a treat. Let's see. Say, oh, loveliest of branches. Please grant me your succor. Please grant me your succor. Oh, I forgot the exclamation point. How convenient. There we go. I hate this. Why did they do this to us? Ugh. And it's not working. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, loveliest of branches. Okay, that did it. Yikes.
You're late! Late, late, late! waiting for you to summon me ever since you came here. Waiting and waiting and waiting. But my sapling didn't so much as utter my name. Such a heartless thing she is. Cold and cruel and heartless!
Aw, I'm sorry, Feaul.
Another self-important little brat. Just what we need.
Reminds me of my child. All right, I'm sorry. It was a joke. Honestly, just a joke.
But just now you called for me so earnestly, so fervently. I couldn't possibly stay angry at you. Very well. As your lovely branch, I will lend you my strength.
As a writer myself, I thoroughly love good stories. Ah. You know, with Feaul, I love her hair. Love it.
Well, well, well. If it isn't Feaul, the mold feel. It's been too long.
Not long enough for you to think of any new games, though, apparently. If I were you, I'd be bored of myself. Now let me make something clear. That mortal is mine. No matter what you do, she will never be yours. Never, never, ever!
Oh, not even a bit. But what about the others? Surely we can keep them.
No, you can't keep them either. They're for my amusement and mine alone. And if you lay so much as a finger on my sapling, I'll scatter the contents of her bag all over your precious village.
My bag.
Cold, hard metal, furry, festering food, stinky, sweaty small clothes, and and all manner of other terrible, unmentionable things. How would you like that, hmm?
All right. But will you not at least let us play with the twins? Just while the others go and see Urianger?
Aye, that's all we ask. And we promise we'll play nicely.
It seems we won't be joining you.
Aye! We'll reveal the hidden Fernic to you at once.
That place is cool.
So this is the true Ilmeg.
How are you feeling?
Better. I think I remember the way now.
Apologies for the delay. Shall we go and see Urianger?
Please. I like the Fey folk and
Your
all, but
lovely branch is useful, yes? So whenever you're in trouble, you must remember to make use of me!
they're so mad and wonderful. Yeah, you got the right of it there. That's funny. For Alphinaud and Alize's sake, let's be quick. It would be a shame to return only to find that they had been made to play one game too many. Now, the place we seek is the abandoned manor of a nobleman and scholar. The Bookman's Shelves, it's called. After the fellow's vast collection of tomes, An agreeable habitat for our friend, I'm sure you'll agree. If we follow the path north, we should soon find the place. Come along. Zoom out a little bit. Oh, I see. There we go. It's kind of dark knowing that all of those leaf people are all actual, well, they were people. Ah, this place is really pretty. Yeah, it's kind of a nice touch. Like, the attention to detail is actually pretty amazing. Because, like, you see, like, the refracted light around the crystals there in the upper right-hand corner. That is just so cool. It's just a really neat effect. Right? It's like a house a hobbit would live in if hobbits lived in houses and not hills. It's so neat looking. And here we are at long last. I give you Euron Jay's humble abode. Come, let's see if he's home. I'm off for sleeps. Have a good one, Ahty. Also, I'm heading to the land of no internet on Monday to stay for a few months.
Are you in?
So I probably won't be able to drop into stream much, if at all. You know, honestly, I hope you have a good time. You know, places like that, I mean, like, that's a pretty big change of pace, and I hope it's restorative. You recharge your batteries a bit. It sounds awesome, though. And have a safe trip, okay?
Unto a world weary of heroes, a hero wends her way.
Be good till I'm back. No promises. And also sleep well, okay?
The Exarch did send word that thou wouldst seek me out, but ne'er did I imagine thou wouldst arrive so soon.
Oh, wow. Look at his new getup.
Full glad am I to see thee once more, my friend, and none the worse for thy travails.
Oh no, he's hot. See, all the little details of the Shadowbringers' little intro cinematic. When you idle too long on the at the start screen. All the little details are kind of like kind of subtly falling into place.
Run along, Minfilia. We will meet you outside.
But...
Another one for you to imbue, if you'd be so kind.
I take it thou hast met with our other comrades already? That Master Alphino and Mistress Alize now travel in thy company is of great comfort to me. As for the rest, it beginneth in earnest. The hunting of the Light Wardens, and perforce the war with Yulmore. Hark thee then to my words, and through them behold the vision that I did glimpse, that of the 8th Umbral Calamity. As I drifted hither to the first, traversing the boundary twixt reality and potentiality, I did bear witness to events yet to come. There I saw the combined forces of Eorzea and the Far East offering fierce resistance to the legions of Garlemald. So fierce, in fact, that they did begin to push the enemy back. Ilm by painful ilm at first, then Yalm by Yalm, and Malm by Malm in time. Yet the joy they felt was short-lived, for in so doing they did force the Empire's hand. Faced with defeat, the Garleans turned to a weapon most vile. Black Rose. Its potency defied all reckoning. Once released, the gas took on a life of its own, wreaking untold carnage not only in Eorzea, but in the provinces of the Empire besides. From fighters upon the front lines to babes in their beds, none were spared. And as the casualties became too numerous to count, so did the fabric of civilization begin to unravel. Nor did the land itself escape unscathed, for spreading from the site of its release, Black Rose brought death to the very soil. To survive amidst the chaos and upheaval, men came to live by the sword, the rule of law giving way, inevitably, to the rule of might.
Yikes.
Thus was the spark struck and the fire kindled, and swiftly did it spread as a blaze in a field of straw to engulf every corner of the world. Nations worthy of the name did then cease to exist, and those souls brave and true who might have risen to restore order were no more. For the weapon spared not one, not even thee.
Wow.
An endless age of war, begotten by the blight of Black Rose. Such is the legacy of the 8th umbral calamity which I did behold. No matter the cost, we must forestall this tragedy. To that end, I have labored during my sojourn in this world, discovering in so doing the answer to a pressing mystery. That of Black Rose's inexplicable potency. Come. Dost thou recognize yonder chart?
It's a chart of the elements.
Indeed. 'Tis a rendering of the elemental wheel, such as one might find in classrooms across the source. As the chart maketh plain, our world is composed of 6 elements, in addition to which there exist 2 poles in fundamental opposition. Astral, the active; umbral, the passive. As a reflection of the source, the first naturally compriseth the selfsame forces. Yet, curiously, there is a notable divergence in their nomenclature. To be specific, the denizens of this world employ not the terms astral and umbral. Thus was I moved to inquire what names said forces had been assigned. A simple question which yielded a most unexpected answer. Upon demanding the name of the pole aligned with activity and growth, I was told that as life's myriad colors combine to produce black, the people of the first had called it darkness. At this, did my mind begin to race. Yet 'twas only when I asked what name had been given to the pole aligned with passivity that mine eyes were opened to the truth. Peace and tranquility being as purest white, unmarred by color, I was told it had been given the name of light.
That's umbral light and astral darkness, yes? I'm no etherologist, but it strikes me that the nomenclature of the first is rooted in the generation of the 2 forces, while our own appears to focus on their effects. Which makes one wonder, have we had it backwards all this time?
Interesting. Hi, Apollo. Welcome.
"'Tis indeed a compelling question, and one which beareth closer examination. Yet what knowledge we already possess sufficeth to explain the chain of events. The phenomenon of etheric thinning observed in the source is the consequence of light, the power of stasis, flowing in from the first to stifle the movement of ether within the land. And according to Master Alphino, Black Rose slayeth by halting the circulation of ether within living beings."
Oh, whoa, wow, okay. Revelation time.
Should such a weapon be unleashed even as the first were rejoined, replete as it is with light,
We would have a disaster of untold proportions on our hands. A calamity. Well, at least we have a better grasp of what we're facing. Our objective, however, remains unchanged. We are to eliminate the Light Warden of Ilneg. Speaking of which, were you able to ascertain its whereabouts?
Aye. 'Tis all but certainly ensconced within Leergear, the castle which standeth in the midst of the lake. To enter said stronghold, we must needs turn to the Pixies for aid. Fortunately, I have become quite adept at courting their cooperation. Henceforth shall I accompany you, and do all in my power to ensure that my vision doth not come to pass.
Wow. Holy crap, that was huge. Alright, I think it about time that I slip off to bed or eat and go to bed. So let's figure out someone to raid here. You know what? My buddy Tort is playing Dead by Daylight right now. And the thing is, like, what I try to do is I try to raid folks that are playing like a similar game than we are. The thing is with Tort is such a good dude who's raided me numerous times. I never, ever, 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 ever get a chance to raid him at all. And just he's on right now and he's doing his thing, and I think y'all would at least enjoy like how freaking like just awesome he is. He's just enthusiastic about everything, and he's just generally all around just super, super good. So I hope y'all stick around for the raid, because I think we're gonna go raid Tort. Alright, let's get that rolling. So as always, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me tonight. I mean, we did some like pretty huge stuff. The next time I'm going to be streaming is tomorrow night, 6 p.m. PST. I'd love it if y'all would join me for that, because we're going to pick up right here where we left off. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be a good time. And I'm looking forward to it already. But at any rate, let's go over and show Tort some love. Alrighty? And thanks, y'all. Have a great night. Be safe. Get some good sleep. Stay hydrated and all that stuff. And I will catch you tomorrow. Oh, it's fine, Paula. It's totally good. Alright. I'll see you folks tomorrow. Take care. Have a great night, okay?